start up a new game. Let's be a dude. What should we name ourselves? What to name myself? Let's think. Let's do. Let's think. This game's all about puns. So what kind of pun name can I think of? General. Oops. Or Major General. That's a legitimate name, right? That's a name I could run with. Major General. Or I could just hit like randomization a lot until come up with a name I enjoy. To be honest, I'm really just enjoying shooting things right now. This is a fun little mini game. Sorry, one second. For some reason, Twitch was saying I was offline. I'm just like, what? That doesn't sound right. Huh. Yeah, for some reason it's saying I'm offline, but I'm not. Very weird. Alright, let's go in as Major General, I suppose. Lock that, sorry. Then we'll come into here. Let's be a bean slinger. Magic and cooking are inextricably intertwined in Lothian, and the bean slinger is the mystical master of both. You've heard there's a shortage of cooks out west since the cows came home, due to most of the cooks having been brutally killed by the cows. Sure. I want to be a bean slinger. Slow this stuff down to 100%. And let's go. Weird poster appeared one night. You read this about in one of your books. The Occurrence of Blackbridge. I remember that one. Trouble at Butcher's Lighthouse. Peggy Swift and the Secret of Vulture Warehouse. Florence Bobbsey and the Mystery of the Ancient Cove. Woody Smith and the Mystery of the Forgotten Cove. Otis Bobbsey and the Secret of Vampire Graveyard. Oh hey, this one may come in handy. You got an item. Walking stupid. Goodbye, desk. Hey, Russell. How you doing, buddy? Caw! Well, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Caw, caw, caw. Feed Russell a cricket. You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Maybe it's time for you to leave too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, then flies away to the west. There's no need for that to continue playing. Goodbye, bed. Time to head west to chase my real dreams. Are all of these just... No, okay. Yeah, I guess there's nothing more to do there. I just want to check something. Sometimes chat doesn't like working on Twitch, so I'm just pulling up an overlay to make sure that it's not just chat being a douche. Alright, what we got here? This hearthstone really puts the hearth in hearth and home. Nothing on the hat rack today. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. Mom's pie safe. Keeps all her pies safe. You'll miss meals with the family. What's in here? You pick up one of your brother's rare books and flip through it. Corpus Agrimensorum Romanorum. Solutio problematis ad geometrium status pertinitis. Grundlagen einer allgemeinen Mannigfaltigkeitslehre. How many different languages do you need to know to learn about numbers? It's a good question. To Kid Brother's Toy Box. I got a puzzle cube. Let's fiddle with the puzzle cube. I already solved it. So tidy. Covered with all his weird diagrams and charts. My brother's a nerd. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. Reckon I missed you, kiddo. And before you leave, I got you a present. A present? Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but... Oh man, which one do I want? Do I want the one about desert survival, picking locks, or bartering? Huh. Let's do desert survival. The one about desert survival? Oh boy, that's the one. Enjoy it. You got an item. Desert eating and drinking. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. She hugs you. I will, Mom. Goodbye. Alrighty. I got the foraging skill. Nice. Unfortunately, while practicing your techniques, you accidentally squeezed the book into book juice, which it turns out isn't a real thing. Oh. You got a perk! Stupid walking! You accidentally dropped the book and then ruined it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. Well, I guess that's going to be bad decision number one. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. Time for me to leave, Dad. His lip quivers a bit. Listen, I want you to have this. It was your grandmother's favorite can of beans. Can of infinite beans. You'd think a can with an unlimited number of beans, and it would be really exciting. But these beans are pretty terrible. It's a pretty cool thing to carry around, though. This item goes in your offhand. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks, Dad. Oh, rip. Accidentally double-clicked. I got a needle. Your brother Rufus is standing there looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Hey, Rufus, time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. He's got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? To help people. You've read the papers, Rufus. People out west are in trouble. They need all the help they can get. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed in a year. And that's a statistic from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad, and I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You give him a playful punch on the arm. He's busy drawing pictures in the dust. Well, I guess I already gave him the thing. Go west, young man? Yes, I will. Looks like this isn't your first rodeo. Would you like to skip the Board Springs prologue and head straight to Dirtwater? Any horses or partners you've unlocked in any previous game will be available to you, and you'll start with 955 meats for the most important items from Board Springs. No, because in order for me to get hard mode, I need to play the prologue. Oh, rip, so I was right. Chad was being a jerk and not telling me things. So let's put you right there so I can see you. Director, Zach Johnson. Skip the open credits. Who needs that? I'm gonna make this a bit more obscure so I can see it. Or opaque, rather. Because Twitch enjoys not showing me chat. For some reason. I guess I could just go to my channel. Chat. And mute that. Pull that over. There we go. I'll keep that open just as a backup. Then we're going to move you there so that way I can see that. There we go. You just skipped a credit sequence where your character rode a turnip cart across the Great Plains and into the sleepy town of Board Springs. Highlights of the trip included director Zach Johnson, cinematographer Victor Thompson, film editor Kevin Simmons, dialect coach Riff Connor, stunt coordinator Wes Cleveland, key grip Chris Moyer, boom operator Ryan Ike. I'm sure it was spectacular. A turnip! I got a dirty turnip. I got a broken board. The sign on the door says, gone drinking. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boring Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? He says, the sheriff, okay? Blasted sign pirates. Say, you wouldn't ever be looking for work, would you? As a matter of fact, I am. Great, because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums around here which would call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with them. It ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that, because I'm sending the deputy along with you, to keep you out of trouble. He takes a pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. You got an item, the deputy pistol. Deputy, you deputized a gun. You're new in town, maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down where the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. You make a little note on your map. You discover a new map location, the Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it. Be back with the door. I got a dirty mug. Not yet, sorry. I want to just... Bird theft. Naked Mike Bernstein. Reward 200 meat. Help wanted. Wanted poster artist. Apply in office at the Yuma Marshal's office. Wanted. Billy Fricker for face thieving. Reward 420 meat. 420, blaze it. Ouch. You approach the wild Cactus Man hybrid. He smells at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself, and the name's Bill. Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me this would happen, but I didn't listen. That's why they call you Cactus Bill? No, that's just a coincidence. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, Being a cactus? Oh, no, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside the cactus part of me keeps me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it isn't that boring. Yeah, I bet. It wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? No, sorry. Well, if you happen to find one, keep me in mind. Will do, Bill. Let's go to the bar. As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dagnabbit? Well, you can't drink in here with that hat. Tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. Take out the box. You look through the hat box and find a magical black Stetson. That looks like something you'd wear. You got an item. Barely enchanted hat. You grab the hat and put it on. Thanks, sir. Pete! Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy nod. Say, feller. Yeah? You heading west? If you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. Howdy, I'm Major. Howdy, Major, I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. How's that working for you? Oh, those horses are just flying out the door. So business is booming? Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Oh, is that why you're here drinking instead? Yep, and me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. One of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of horse. Do you have any left? One, kind of a boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Okay. The woman glares at you. You should probably just let her drink. Should probably leave him alone. These guys are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with the deck, biting their lips and concentrating real hard. Good luck, guys. It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know, without even looking at it, that is absolutely disgusting. Do you guys know what this means? Look in it! Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting, and the smell, even from a distance, it smells horrible. Look closer! Yeah, it's full of spit. Regulars, you're now on your hands and knees, peering into a filthy encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what's wrong with you. Wait, is that something shining at the bottom? Get it! You reach your hand towards the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air. Like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit throw at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes it sound like glop. Your skin is burning, your eyes start to water. Search! Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations? Hooray? Alrighty. Alright, it's already equipped the ring to me. Sweet. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." Keep waiting. Bartender finally notices you. Howdy, cowboy. Howdy, barkeep. Name's Major. What brings you to our little backwater? All the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Well, unfortunately. Yeah, man, you have to stick your hot liquid into the... You have to stick your hand in hot liquid for rings. You gotta do it. Gotta do it. It's essential. You never know till you try it. Unfortunately, Border Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. The railroad? Well, the Manifest Railroad Destiny Railroad Company from back east. Trying to run a land Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so. They're hiring? Well, I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that. Well, that's about Dirtwater. Dirtwater? Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damned cows. Lots of opportunity here. Pauses for a few seconds, lost in thought. Yep, if I were a younger man, I'd probably head that way myself. I love how the game does that. It throws random things that are just accepted by everybody else, because that's just how things run in this world. The rest of the West was burned to the ground by the damned cows. You mentioned errands? Yeah, this forsaken burger's always falling apart in one way or another. The hoster's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff would certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowboy kid from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off and got spores everywhere. I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. Weak fungicide. The liquid in this can is actually very powerful. It's just that it's tailored to kill weak fungi. Effective against goblins. Not sure why fungicide is great against goblins. But I guess that's one of the things you just have to accept. Oh, sweet, I got a newspaper. Nurse brand whiskey. The goblin shouts, "Bree-yark!" Attack the goblin. I'm gonna use the fungicide. Take that, punk. Victory! Having dispatched the goblin, you pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Yeehaw! My gumption's level 2. Time to head back upstairs. Howdy. Howdy, good to see you again, Major. You tip your hat to the bartender. Took care of that goblin. Thank you kindly, Major. I knew you was the stand-up feller the moment you walked in here. He reaches under the bar and grabs a bag of meat. Here you go. It's the least I can do by way of thanks. You gain 200 meat. Tip my hat. Tip your hat to the bartender. I found this mug. Much obliged. You hand in the recovered mug and collect your bounty. You gain 25 meat. Who's that lady drinking whiskey out of a bear mug? Oh, that's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby. A real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family to cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Ouch. Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you? How's business? Oh, every day I'm hustling. To tell you the truth, though, it's pretty terrible. All of my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. Oh, that's rough. Maybe I can help. Oh, God, yes, thank you. Please, I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding them. How many are there? Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. You draw 3 little pictures on your map. You discover a new location. The Orehole Mine, the Boren Springs Boneyard, Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. You got an item. Bag of homing oats. How does that work? Oh, they're special pigeon-infused oats. Okay. Special pigeon-infused oats. Will do. See you later. I got a needle. I got another needle. Step right up, step right up. Braid's the name and trade's the game. You seriously doubt his name is Braid. Howdy! Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, sir, today I am trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brings me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventurous soul I will trade a fine silver pocket watch. Well, I'll take some dynamite for this needle. Braid, which is so not a name, takes her needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. I got dynamite. Did you bring me something to read? I give him the newspaper. Much obliged, partner. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the hero? Oh, I know. My shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at Orhole Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Behind the outhouse at Orhole Mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. No mention. Now, if you could just kind of stick that newspaper to my face before you leave. You said something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was going to have Doc Alice look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anybody except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or... I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. I see. Well, fortunately for me, I have Nurse Whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse Whiskey, your favorite, I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. You hear a rattle as she unlocks the door. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is gray and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat. Give it to her. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging it out of the bottle. Geez, Doc,